Coming up into today's video, guys, I've got an epic layered skin peel for you. I tried saying that, just set the it's totally wrong. We're going to make this time. It ended up a Slayer or something. Anyway, there you go. So you can see this is my patient, this one. And when you first look in there, it doesn't look particularly full, but we could see these sort of very thin, golden, honey-coloured layers in there. So this is almost like a bit like a prelude, if you like, to keratosis obturans, where you get these layers and they build in. But we're just clearing away the outside part of the ear canal. Patient does suffer with dry skin generally anyway, which is why this is happening in this particular ear canal. So when we get in a little bit further, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. But there's the beginning of that layer there. Look, yeah. I thought, oh, this is going to be, I didn't think this was going to go particularly well because you want that nice big lift.
That's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was going to do.
Yeah, didn't do it. It just broke off in little tiny crumbly pieces. I thought, oh my goodness, this is going to take forever to clear all this away. But as you start to see, as we go down just a little bit further, now we're starting to see the peel I was hoping to get. Yeah, I was hoping that was going to happen on the outside edge.
That's what I was expecting.
Yep. And it's this thick, dry, sort of dead skin layer. Now, this can happen in some particular patients. Normally, we have this thing called epithelial migration, which is where the skin migrates from the eardrum out, and that forms the ear canal wall skin, and it carries along the wax with it as well, and dirt and debris. As the skin gets to the outer portion of the ear canal, by that point it's dehydrated, so there's just basically a higher concentration of keratin in there at that point to water, so the skin becomes a lot harder. And then when that happens, we normally produce an oil in the outer portion of the ear canal to allow it to break away and crumble down and come out with the wax. If somebody suffers generally with dry skin, then they don't produce as much oil, and you end up with these sheets. Look at that.
I could just feel your frustration with this one. I just go, come on.
Yeah, you just get, up we go, it's nearly there.
It's not even that much.
I was trying to find the edge because you could see all these tiny little lifts underneath, and that's where the little bits of skin are still holding on to it. But look at that peel. But the problem I've got now, I was wishing I was going to get a really good peel. Now I'm running out of room because to peel you've got to lift, and now we're getting close with the edge of that to the top of the ear canal. I've run out of room to lift. So we may have to go to plan B in a minute, which is to try and peel enough of it away that we might be able to get a set of forceps underneath. So you can see now I've opted, I'm still peeling down, still loosening that bottom layer. There we go. But now I want to start taking it across on the right hand side. There we are, just to pull that across a little bit. Ooh. We've been doing this too long.
That was spot on as well.
It was couldn't have wrote that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, as you can tell, but me and Taylor do a lot of these. So once you get to spot that a little bit, I guarantee any earwax removal person worth their salt will have looked at it and done it exactly the same time. So it's just coming away. Oh, there we go. It's nearly there. Now we've peeled that bottom section. I can't peel any higher because I've got this section at the top. So now I've got to get rid of this top section. And let's see if we can peel this down. We can see it kind of unraveled there at the top. It's holding on quite tightly.
Gosh, annoying, because you just know it's not that full, so you're like, oh, come on, why is it not coming out?
Something give, just drop off the top, come on.
You can see the eardrum.
I know, it's nearly there. It's all, and you get, with these ones sometimes, what you'll have is kind of like it looks like it's balled up at the end, and when you get a grip and you pull, it just kind of unravels to a flat piece, which then makes it really hard to get a grip on. You can see I'm having a good old nosy at the top there, just to see what's going on. I'm trying to tilt the patient over as well. Now, because some of our patients are a bit more elderly, they don't always have fantastic movement in the neck, so you can't always tilt. So sometimes what we'll do is drop the chair, which sort of mimics the same angle. Does mean you're kind of working up there a little bit at that point though, but...
like one of our questions we ask in our sort of consent, isn't it, is, do you have any pain in your neck? And everyone's like, why did you ask that question? It's nothing to do with my ears.
Exactly, yeah.
But it's, if you had pain in your neck and then all of a sudden we're like, tilt over there. No, we won't do that.
No. So there we go. So now I've got a little bit of a tilt going on here. I'm just giving my muscles a little bit of a kind of blood flow back into them just by moving just to the outer section. And it's awkward because you've got this kind of folded section. So imagine it a bit like a cat flap, all right? So that's where you're looking at, or a dog flap, whichever your preference is. So it's kind of adhered at the top and swinging back and forth. So when I'm trying to get a grip on the bottom, it's doing this. It's folding back on itself. So we've got to detach that hinge just at the top here. And that's what I'm trying to do, but it's very angular up there. It's kind of very knobbly bobbly at the top, so you can't get a great suction grip at that point. Oh, I know little bits are starting to break away, so now we've lost suction in the fine end. So we've got to go back in. I know, it is frustrating because you just want that top section, there we go, just to start pulling down. But look, as I'm pulling it down, it's kind of almost springing back up to where it was. There we go, now that's the top.
Yeah, I was going to say that broke apart then. Or looked like it might have been a separate section. Or did it break off?
I'm not sure. I think it broke off that top bit because I was trying for ages to get it to come away. I was hoping it was just going to peel or the whole section come off, but I think it broke this bottom half. Now I've had to switch up now to the standard sized Zollner tube here.
That's always a mouthful.
It is, isn't it?
How do you spell it?
Everyone knows it. Zoe-L-L-N-E-R, by the way, just in case we didn't know it. Zollner tube. So now we got to the outer portion of the ear canal. Now it's breaking away. It's gone really crumbly and dry and brittle. There we are.
I bet you've got exactly the same on the other side now.
Do you know what? It's not that far. It's not that different on the other side, I got to be honest. I thought, I'll just get these little bits out here, and then suddenly then we've got like half the skin of his body is peeling off at the same time. So it's all kind of coming away. You can see I'm going to get this. I'm trying to get this lift, but every time I lift this, more seems to sort of detach. And usually at this point, I thought I did. Usually at this point, I put a bit of oil in, so I do find it helps with these skin peels. And then I tried to get this initial section in front, and then something else peeled. So you can see, I'm trying to find, because I've put the oil in now, I'm trying to find the section. Just trying to see if it peeled again. So I'm going to work the way somewhere differently. And look at this top section. So this is covering the pars flaccida. That's the more flexible part of the eardrum. So right at the very top of the eardrum there. And as I'm pulling this down, I'm thinking, this is not coming away the way I was hoping it was going to come away. Ooh. And what we end up with, it's difficult to spot, but if you do keep your eye just beyond the suction tube, we end up with an eardrum peel. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Really, really coming up. I'm trying to be really gentle here and take it away. And whoop, there it all goes. So we just get this little section. Of course, going back a bit, that's to a degree. So I just want to get that little section away there. But looking nice and healthy. Very similar on this side. We haven't got that sort of cap flap area, but you can look at the almost like spider web, like cling film going from one side of the canal to the other. So we're going to just drop this top section out.
It's like classic keratin, that, isn't it?
Yeah, really
harder kind of.
I got a few regular patients now. I can think of at least two anyway that they come through, and they imagine this, but sort of about 10 times more in there, and they end up with these really thick husks of skin, which are always difficult to remove. Always really hard. Now this is, I'm going to see how this plays ball, because it starts to peel. There we go. But I can see we've still got that section to the right hand side, which we're going to work on in a minute. But we just need to get this section away if we can. There we go. Because I know that thin piece there is going to be a nightmare to hold on to. But I'm hoping if I can pull the back section, we can draw it all forwards. But it doesn't really budge. So we're going to go forwards now and peel backwards instead. And I didn't peel all of it off either. So it's
just like a separate plate though, is it?
That's right, because some of these you will find they're all kind of attached, and you'll be working on a piece that's maybe halfway down the canal, and then when you start to lift, you notice that the just in front of that starts to move as well. So sometimes you drop all the way back to maybe to the entrance of the canal, and you'll find the whole thing will peel down.
When you catch it right, it's perfect.
There's nothing better. It's like it's like, you know, when you peeled, we used to have like glue when you were kids, and you peel that off. Like that. That's what we're looking for. Look at that bad boy. And I started off, oh my goodness, this is just never going to end. It's still going. Look. I'm going to put the standard size tube on here now, just because I want to get a little bit more of a grip. Thicker. What you're finding with that fine end, it was almost tearing through.
Yeah.
Are we going to be able to get? You can see it's come down on the right hand side now as well. So we've got this long peel. It's a lovely peel, in fairness. It's a really satisfying one. That was lovely. So it's just this last section now, just to come away here. He says, but then it goes further back again. There you go. See, we thought it was just going to be this. Look, and it pulled him. Just stop. Stop peeling away.
How much skin have you got?
We just kept going and going and going. But, you know, like you'd think this might be uncomfortable for the patient, but from my experience, and certainly in this patient's experience, they were so happy to get it done because it's so itchy in there. And what you're doing is you're effectively giving that ear canal a good old scratch by peeling this off, and the patients love it. They think it's a really nice sensation when they have particularly itchy ears.
I've had a few patients say they find it quite like therapeutic.
Yeah, I've got quite a few that find it really, just really comfortable. Look at this. For a blinking peel, that was so long. They do. They find it. They find it lovely and a lovely sensation to have done.
I had a lady today. I did the wax removal, and it did like clarinet once or twice. I was like, "Oh, sorry for the noise." And she's like, "Oh, you'll have to wake me up now, love." She said, she said finding it really relaxing. She said, "It's like really."
It's funny that some people just really they enjoy having their wax removed, don't they? Yeah. Some people really, really enjoy it. Just trying to get a little bit of dry skin. It was off there. I wasn't just wiggling it up and down for no reason. I was trying to get, there was a couple of little flakes of dry skin I wanted to get off. I'm trying to get this piece off, but it's so firmly attached. I don't know if I'm going to be able to peel it. Oh, there we go. Oh. Not too bad. So there we are. And I spot this little tiny bit on the side. I just can't leave it there. So I'm just going to get these few little pieces off. And there's this one that looks like a pair of bunny ears that's sticking out the side there. I was looking at it, I'm thinking, oh, shan't I? Because I've just peeled like half this person's skin away. There you go. Flipped it down. So it looks really unimpressive when you get to the end, but it was a difficult one to do. So 1.25 inches on that one.
Yeah, I say about 3 centimetres on that, just over 3 centimetres.
Well guys, thanks very much for watching our video again today. If you do enjoy the videos, you can always like, heart, share, follow and subscribe for me if you thoroughly enjoy the videos. Don't forget, you can also consider becoming members of the channel. That way then you get to see even more videos every single week. But as always guys, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another. And myself and lovely Mr. Taylor Green will see you again soon. Bye everybody.
Bye-bye.